Hey everyone, welcome to the Sentinel audience. It's Erica here, and we are continuing our interviews with the Bozeman City Study Commission and the Gallatin County Study Commission. Tonight we are here with Andrew Epple. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And we'll just dive right into these questions. And please tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, I'm a 37-year resident of Gallatin County. My wife and I moved here in 1987, raised our family here, and a couple of kids who graduated Bozeman High. I came here to take the job as the director of the Bozeman City County Planning Office back in 1987 and held that position as it transitioned to the director of planning for the city of Bozeman for 22 years until the end of 2009. So a lot of experience in local government here in Gallatin County with City of Bozeman and with Gallatin County. I also worked in Sweetgrass County and Park County and Flathead County for Big Timber and Livingston and Kalispell before we finally settled here in the Gallatin Valley. So yeah, just extensive experience in local government and loved the Gallatin Valley. Once we got here, this was home. We knew we were going to stay here well into retirement. And I had a little encore career teaching up at the university after I retired from local government. And that was a very rewarding experience too. So at this point in my life, I have the energy and time, and I think the expertise and knowledge to contribute positively to this Gallatin County Study Commission.
I think you're so right. I think anybody that comes here kind of has a really hard time leaving, and anybody that comes to visit me here is like, how can I get there? It's such a beautiful place. It's wonderful, and I would ask, what has motivated you to run for this study commission at this point, after being involved in local politics?
Yeah, and when we got here in 87, I think Gallatin County's population was 60 something thousand, and now I think we're approaching 120,000. So we've almost doubled in
Yeah.
population in 30, 34, 35 years. And I think that has created some issues in terms of how well is the county government functioning in terms of representing this much larger population now
Sure.
compared to what it was 3 decades ago. I have no agenda, no motivation in terms of I think there's any big problems with county. I really like the idea of just taking a deep dive look at how our county government is organized and what some options might be to evaluate whether there are better ways to organize county government, better ways to interact with citizens, better ways to maybe manage day-to-day operations, all those kinds of things. But I also hold out the idea that if we evaluate all these different alternatives and do our due diligence with extensive interviews and town hall type meetings and looking at how similarly situated governments are operating around the region. If we conclude that this form of government and the current makeup that we have in terms of department organization and so forth is working well, I'd have no problem in recommending we just keep the same form of government. So I'm very open-minded and
Okay.
eager to apply my knowledge to determining if and what changes might be appropriate for Gallatin County.
So what have you done so far to campaign? How's your campaign going? I know that decades ago, communications and the ability to get out and speak to the public was so different. We're in such a unique position nowadays with all the ways to consume media. So how's your campaign going? What are you doing?
Yeah, it's good, being nonpartisan and it's not a lot of campaigning per se, but I've
Sure.
really enjoyed attending a couple of forums. One was sponsored by you guys and
Mhm.
one up at Big Sky. And I really enjoy the forums and getting to visit with people face to face. And that's really rewarding. And then also talking to a lot of friends and family and neighbors. And that's pretty much the extent of my campaigning per se.
Yeah, and I think that's a great segue into my next question is that your network you're obviously speaking to, but do you think that the public is fully aware of how unique and amazing this opportunity is to dive into our city government and county government and find out what's going on, what's working, what's not working? That's one of the reasons that we're doing this, is to help get the word out there how important it is that everybody's voice matters, that everybody has an opportunity to contribute what matters to them, what's not important. Do you think that the public's really fully aware of how unique and wonderful this is?
Most of the people who contact me are interested in finding out a little more about what the study commission would do, what its charge is, what
Mm-hmm.
its origins are in the state constitution. And most people seem really receptive to the idea that it's just a great idea for a county like Gallatin to periodically evaluate whether it's delivering services in the most efficient way possible. And so I think word is getting out, but and more people are learning about what the study commission role will be. And I think a big part of it, though, will be once the 7 top vote getters are selected, and I hope to be in that group. I think a part of our role will be to interact with the public and make sure they understand what we're doing, what our mission and objectives are. And so that will be a continuation of the educational process.
Right. And so if you are elected, what are some of the things that you hope that your group will tackle? What are some of the issues that are important, or that you hope will be important as part of the group?
Just a couple of issues that I'm thinking about prior to doing the deep dive, as we've talked about.
Yeah.
One is whether 3 county commissioners is an appropriate number to serve a county of this size. As I say, that we had 3 commissioners when I got here in 1987 with half the population that we have now.
Yeah.
I'm interested in looking at, without coming to any conclusion preliminarily, maybe 5 commissioners would be more appropriate and might provide a little better representation, maybe 7 commissioners. So that's one issue, would be just the makeup of and size of the county commission. There's some talk about whether commissioners should be voted by districts versus at large. Those issues I'm really interested in talking with other, as I say, similarly situated counties to see how those counties are dealing with these kinds of issues as they've grown up to this sort of size. Another issue I think needs to be addressed is if the county has a charter that they're operating under, or something like a charter, which kind of is a original document that sets forth a lot of policies and procedures, or procedures and how to function. Is the charter working adequately? Should the county look at developing a new charter, which might set forth more deliberation and insights into whether there should be a professional manager form of government at the county level? So those are a couple of things I'm interested in exploring.
All right. Well, we can't thank you enough for spending some time with us tonight. We wish all of you guys the best. And if elected, I hope you'll come back and talk to us and let us know how things are going. And thank you. Hope you have a great
Erica, thank you and the Sentinel for putting this together. Certainly appreciate it.
Absolutely. We think it's super important. We all care about the city and county that we live in, and what an amazing opportunity to really come together as a community and a Montana community to make sure that our city and county are going to do well. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Erica. Best to
Okay,
you and your whole team. Bye-bye.
absolutely. Thank you.